and drink some water.
Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink.
Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink
Or
your
should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body.
All right, family, I already drank my water.
Your
I'm
body.
gonna play commercials and
Now
all
raise
that.
your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave.
Take your breath. Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on.
All right, we're gonna cut the commercial.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on. Pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water.
From women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greeks
Training our
were
girls
so
to become
profoundly
goddess.
affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her.
The warrior
Is
learns
Circe,
the way
who
of
is
value.
represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helped
Transforming young ladies
Jason
by
win the golden
cultural
fleece
value.
is a black woman, Medea.
Get your copy at Lady
The
Warriors,
woman who marries Perseus, the Greek
ROP.com.
hero, is a
Lady Warriors, ROP.com.
What are we, Africans? What are Africans?
steps, considerations for empowering African-centered organization by Elder Mariba Kelsey. This is the time, family. Get your copy at MaribaKelsey.com. Once again, get your copy at MaribaKelsey.com. That's MoribaKelsey.com. Oh, man, let's get it popping off here at the journey. I just have to find the right screen. There we go. We want the receipts. We want the receipt screen. What we been doing, family? What's been going on in this community for a very, very long time? Let me go and start that. I got to reconnect the stream once again on Instagram because as the world burns, that's the theme today, right? We got riots, supposed riots, rebellions, elections, and silence. What's next? As the world burns, here at Gye-Nyame Journey, we are sitting around and we're wondering what's on your mind. So we want to get your perspective, but of course we want to make sure that we get this toast off and popping. Shots out to the Harmony Group. I've been getting those pictures you've been sending me. Thank you. Family, it has been a very busy weekend for us. Community-wide, there's a lot of stuff popping off, and I want to hear your perspective. We got to sit down and we got to talk. So we're going to go. I'm going to finish this little bit of water because I did the water song twice, and I'm full of water right now. Full of water. I'm waterlogged, and I don't want to finish this last little bit of water, but I'm going to finish this water. We're going to pour us some this help drink for this libation. We're going to get this libation on, and we're going to start building. So there's several different organizations going live right now and also having the same conversation. So let's go and get ours up so I get up out the way and let the family up. And, because I'm going to let y'all know some of the people that's talking as soon as they pop up on my screen that they're going live. I'm going to let you know because there's a lot of good information that's popping off from many different cities because cities are burning. Shouts out to Elder Margarita. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Imani Day. Are they legit? Uh-oh. We got people going, because I already threw out some of these questions, family. Some don't be late to the party. But I tend to be throwing shit out. But hey, here we go. Hold on. Being late to the party is just a saying. Real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Got to teach the babies. They don't know. It's just a saying. I got people trying to get in contact, and I'm like, yo, I'm out of circulation right now because we doing it, but I'm gonna give them a call. You know what I'm saying? But people know that, just check online. I live online now. I got an apartment online. Just check online and you can find me. Hold on. Woo, man. I love it. It's smoking, man. Look at that. Oh, man, that ambrosia. Woo, I'm pouring it. Look at that all into the bottle. Oh, my God. Oh.
Now there's air. Look at that ambrosia.
Woo, man. This batch is on fire.
Literally. Oh, God, my nose is on fire. Why are you on fire?
Because we are doing our episode as the world burns. As the world burns. Oh, my God. So here we go, family. So we're going to do this toast, and then we're going to open it up for conversation. And if there's no conversation, we're going to go on and we're going to go join some other people to let, just showing support because there's some good information out there. But there's a lot of questions, and I want some of y'all to call in with some of the questions about some of the shit that's been going on. Because, family, this shit is bothering me. I got pictures of it on my phone. So I parked on Spring Street. I think it's Spring Street. Yesterday. And I like to think that I'm a warrior-minded brother. And I have been wrong before. because I observe things, and I have, in a sense, kind of built up a confidence that I notice shit, little small shit that other people might miss. So I need you to understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Excuse me, ladies. I need you to understand I want you to understand the story where I'm coming from. So let me say something else. Go upstairs. Y'all heard me? My God. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Well, anyway, so I parked on Spring Street, I could see the FedEx from where I'm at. So when I parked down there, I had my niece Layla with me, right? So I told Layla I was trying to show her the marks because she wanted to go to see the protest. Hold on. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey is real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Anyway, so I could see the FedEx from where I'm at. Get out my car, I get 1 meter, but I can't see the meter clearly, so I pull my credit card out and I back up and I do the next meter because I can see it. Boom, do it. End up paying for both of them. So I got 2 spaces. No cars really in front of us. I noticed the FedEx. I say, baby, you see what street on? I think we on Spring. All right, cool. We on Spring. Okay. I say, that's right there. That's the federal building right there. Right here, you can see the FedEx. Right up here, you can see the sign. So if we get separated because of some shit go down, I want you to be able to at least find the car so that you can at least get your bearings together and know what direction you need to head in. All right? This type of stuff you got to do if you going to protest. I don't care what type of protest. You need to have a location where you're going to meet. So this is where we at. We far enough away where you can get some distance, you catch your breath, and wait for me. If I don't show up, then you start heading north. Okay? Right? So boom, all right. So I'm doing all this. I walk across the parking lot right behind FedEx. We walk up to the site because from that Spring Street, I think it's Pearl Alley. You can follow Pearl Alley, and Pearl Alley opens up right onto Broad Street, and it brings you right up into that I don't know what is that, the south side of Broad Street, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting up here like, okay. So we walk right up to where we supposed to be. We do our thing. I'm watching. I come back. Let me say, we eat, we get our water, we do all that. I told y'all about that yesterday, right? So we go back to the parking spot. And as we're walking back, I notice a burnt car. So I'm walking back right in front of in the back of FedEx. You got High Street, which is the front. In the back of it, there's a burnt car. It's not even in the parking lot. It's right on the street. I didn't notice it. So we're walking across the parking lot, and I'm joking with Layla and Quasi. I say, I look over there, and the car is burnt up. He said, man, that car got fucked up. I said, I think that's my car. And it's like, I said, no, I'm fucking with y'all. My car right over there. But then I said, that shit wasn't there when we got out, when we first came here. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't there. Right? I didn't see it. So I'm sitting up here like, hold on. So I go. I say, this shit not real. So I go up. The tires is all the way burnt down. The glass is melted. You could touch it and you could see it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't check for the plates. I'm going to see if on my camera if there's some plates on this car. But it was the car was burnt to a cinder. And I didn't notice that shit getting out. And I'm like, this shit wasn't here when I got here. I said, okay, well, I'm sitting around like, so, you know, we taking pictures of it and shit. And my people like, this was deer left from that. Because, you know, I said, well, we would have seen the fire because we could see right from where we are. Because right from where we are, there's a straight line back here. I didn't see no fire behind us. Didn't see no smoke coming up. I said, okay. And then so I go and touch the car. I said, this shit ain't even hot. This shit wasn't here. Quay said, hey, man, it had to be here. Layla said, yeah, it had to be. I said, but you don't think, did you notice this when we got out the car? She said, no. I said, huh. And, you know, so now either my perception is either I'm getting old and I'm losing my edge and I totally missed this shit. Well, that shit wasn't there. And I'm sitting up here like, wow, because I'm looking at a lot of shit, family. There's going to be a lot of discussions about this demonstration moving forward. So we got other people about to come on that's going to start breaking down some shit about this demonstration. Because, family, I'm telling y'all, this shit was so organized that it was beautiful. I couldn't walk down the street without getting water. I told you I ain't going to go through all that again. But I just wanted to share my little tidbit from away from the arch, because I'm sitting up here like, damn, this car burnt up, and nobody claimed it within the last 24 hours or came and picked it up. I didn't notice the shit when I was there. When I first got there, I noticed it when I was coming across the parking lot. And I'm like, I'm kind of thinking that, you know, because, you know, part of the thing that I was there, I wanted to make sure that, you know, shit was safe because, you know, I got young people that might want to be up in here. So I'm walking around checking the perimeter and shit, and I never seen the car. So either I'm slipping or somebody fucking with me. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, let's move on. It's time for us to do the toast. Let's go and do this toast. Let's get this daily toaster piece up and popping. Let's salute these ancestors like we do. Y'all know how we get down here at Gye-Nyame Journey. The lines are open, 614-556-4535. I'm going to post it up on the chat. I don't know why my chat ain't up. My chat is acting funny right now on one of my computers, but I got my chat up on the other computer. You can't stop. You can't stop the magic, right? So we're going to make sure that y'all know that the line is open, but I would prefer that you would wait till after. I want you to wait till after we get done toasting. Right now, like I said, I'm getting calls and shit, so some shit going down. So I'm gonna go and hurry this up. And also, Mark Stevenson is gonna be doing his show if he's not doing his already. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna have some information as far as ADOS that y'all family, because the whole question is, because the actual title of it, the secondary title of the show is As the World Burns, right? Shots as the world burns, right? But the initial title was Riots, Rebellions, Elections, and Silence. What's next? This is what we got to talk about. This is going to be the conversation where we start looking into the question of what's next. You know what I'm saying? Because the young people setting it off. Young white people, young black people, they setting it off. So now the question for us in my age grade is what's next, and we're gonna continue this conversation. We're gonna have this conversation, right? I'm gonna keep pushing this conversation because this is what we got to start thinking about. What's next, or do we just want everything to go back to the way it was? You know, I'm comfortable. I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I'm happy. I just want to go back, you know. So let's go and do this toast and let's have this conversation. All right, here we go. Damn, my phone is going off. All right, I'm missing some conversations real quick, and maybe it might be something. Let me double check because I want to make sure that the world. I mean, I said the world is on fire, but I want to make sure that shit ain't actually burning down. You know, Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all, hopefully y'all know what I'm saying, because we at a point in time where anything could be popping off, and y'all done heard all those things, and I had 2 calls, so I see what's going on real quick before we move on. All right, so let me see. Hold on, it's moving slow, but it's moving faster than another computer. Let's see. So the chats is not. Oh, I didn't click the chats. That was stupid of me. There we go. All right. Let me check something real quick. All right. So let me play some music for y'all real quick. I want to read and see what's going on. Give me a second, please.
Do you hear that? Is it supposed to sound like this?
Mr. Diddy, I think it sounds great. Mr. Diddy.
Cool. Man, alright. I thought the world was on fire. The world wasn't on fire. It's my little corner of discussion. Alright, cool. Let's go. Turn the music off. Get back to our toast. Alright, here we go. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it. Creator, lift up our glass, and we say, Ashe. From their family, we move to our ancestors, and I'm gonna go on and say the ones that I can as far as I can by memory, and then from there we will move to the list. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Chris Fannegas, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimenel, Nomo X, Pet Meyer, Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamau, The Farmer, El Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Jenny Elder, Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Dita Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jonathan Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Anna Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rennerman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Augusto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodos Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Anna Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, lost the rhythm. Sorry, family. Let me get on my sheet. Lost the rhythm. Florence Ann Carter. No, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Mark Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weather, Peter Farmer, I Go So Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodore Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornegger, Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selby Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Essie Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vesta, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amitab Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Alula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, where we at? Vina Triggs. I know that's down here somewhere. James W. Let's go from Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Essie Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vesta, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Ted Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell and David, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend, dang, I made all the way down to Vinnie Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy M. Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Tamika Russell, Imani Ayers, Gina Ruth Jones, Jada Callahan. We also have William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Joe Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Anna Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scannelberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Will Belong, Maya County, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doe, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Edgar Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Bank, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Tubman Case, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, as Senior, Mally Miller, Hosey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ags Nixon, John Bowie, Lester Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely, where we at? Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, as Senior, Mally Miller, Hosey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ags Nixon, John Bowie, Lester Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Cape, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., I went by memory and I lost my spot. Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley, Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker, Senior, Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Jabez McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Albert, Mazarine Colford, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We're going to move to our black book. We got Joella Giles, James Carls, Williberta Adams, also known as Sis. L.J. Shacker McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Larry Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon, Jimmy, Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, right here, Jermonte, yes, just Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Rob Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sally Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkins, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Damian Whoopum. Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilly, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Cooper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dottie, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We have Elijah Juan Hakeem Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Elder Eunice, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods, Taylor Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, and Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall. For some reason, I'm falling asleep. I'm sorry. My energy is leaving. Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Teresa Bills, Lavonna Kincaid, Carlos Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel, Dennis, Brendan Porton. We got Craig Lee Jones. We got Granny Beulah. We got Papa Al Riesland. We got Inez Smith, George Gable Sr., and Joseph Garrett. So that's our list of our ancestors. We raise our glass and we salute. Even some of the names that I messed up on or fell asleep on, family, I'm trying to make sure we get them all. We lift them up and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We move to the present moment. In the present moment is where we are right now. We call this moment Imani, family. We ask you to activate your reticular formation and find Imani. Where's the faith in your community? Okay? So we want you to look for that. But also we want to give all of the babies born on Imani Day a round of applause. I'd like to give them a round of applause, please. Thank you. A lot of our babies want to know what's going on. So we got to give them a step-by-step or at least take them down there so they can experience them for themselves. All right, here we go. We have Imani is faith. The Imani principle is harmony. The footstool is self-determination. The last one is self-determination. All right? So we raise our glass up to this present moment. We salute this moment, the power in this moment. We look forward to using it, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We toast them in advance because that's what we're supposed to do. Raise our glass and we say Ashe. From their family, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting sister in the world. I want to send out shots to, I don't know, fell asleep again, dozing off. Well, anyway, we send out shots to the future generations, and we say Ashe. From their family, last but not least, well, this ain't really, this is selfish toast. I'm going to raise a glass to the selfish toast. We raise up our glass. We salute. Just that selfish toast. We lift it up. What is it that you need this moment to move forward? And we say, Ashe. From their family, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most spectacular, the most beautiful, most informed individual in the room. I raise my glass up to you, and then we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. I'm going to drink up. Maybe it'll give me some energy. Nope, ain't give me no energy. So, this is what I'm going to do. We completed the toast. And family, I'm not going to run a conversation today. Maybe I'll get some sleep and come back a little bit later. But right now, I'm going to lay it down. I don't know what's going on with me right now. So, I'm going to lay it down. Check. But go to ADOSColumbus.com. Brother Mike Stevenson should be up right now talking about this. I think I'm going to come back on a little bit later and talk about a little bit more of this what's going on right now with us as a group. But right now, family, I don't know what's going on, but I have to lay it down because as you see, I'm sitting here going to sleep while I'm on the mic. So those of you that know Gye-Nyame Journey, y'all know I do that anyway, but usually not in the middle of the day. We like at 2:20. I shouldn't be this tired right now, but hey, who knows? Maybe it's something in the air. What you think? Unless somebody's on the line. If nobody on the line, then I'm about to hang that up. I'm going to hang the line up. And I am about to get up off the show. Family, I want to thank you for your time. I may be back tonight. Look for it on the, what is it? Oh, I can't remember. On the Discord. Because, the black signal died the other day. So, all right, family. We out. Peace.